Libra. Hello, Libra. Okay. So my nose is itching. So that means that this is about to be a serious message for you guys. I mean, it's been real for all the other zodiac signs, but when spiritual people's noses itch in the middle of channeling messages, it means that like something is powerful is going to come out of the message. So let's go ahead and just jump right into it. You guys know who I am already, so make sure you subscribe. All right, Libra. I just turned to Joshua, the book of Joshua. Yeshua. Some people say Yeshua. Joshua. This is page 255. This is chapter 1. The title of this is Joshua Installed as Leader. Joshua installed as leader. Yeshua. After the death of Moses, the servant of the Lord said to Yeshua, son of Nun, Moses' aide, Moses, my servant, is dead. Now then, you and all these people get ready to cross the Jordan River into the land I am about to give to them, to the Israelites. I will give you every place where you set your foot, as I promised Moses. Your territory will extend from the desert to Lebanon, and from the great river, the Euphrates, all the Hittite country, to the Mediterranean Sea in the west. No one will be able to stand against you all the days of your life. As I was with Moses, so I will be with you. I will never leave you nor forsake you. Be strong and courageous, because you will lead these people to inherit the land I swore to their ancestors to give them. Be strong and very courageous. Be careful to obey all the law my servant Moses gave you. Do not turn from it to the right or to the left, that you may be successful wherever you go. Keep this book of the law, book of the dead. That's really what that is, you guys. The book of the dead, always on your lips. Meditate on it day and night, so that you may be careful to do everything written in it. Then you will be prosperous and successful. Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. That is exactly what I needed Libra to hear. That is exactly what I needed Libra to hear. I needed a Libra masculine, a male Libra, to hear this right now. I felt this so strongly. I knew you needed to know if God is with you right now. Yes, it is. Yes. 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 Libra. So, what I need you to know is that you got the confirmation today. So you know it. You got the confirmation in multiple ways today. So you know it. You're listening to this, so you know it. Libra man. Yes, you are still important. You are still loved. I still see you. We still see you. The heavens still see you. Nobody forgot about you. Nobody left you. Nobody walked away. That means a lot for your life. This is for a man. This book is called Yashua, however you want to say it. But, you know, that's what this is called, right? So it's for a man. And I just really needed you to know that. Let me tell you, Libra men are all different. Like I always say that. All Libras, whether it's a male or a female, are all different. But there's something very, very intriguing about a Libra man. Not only are they all different from each other, but they are very creative. Very creative. And quite articulate. A lot of, like, have you ever really sat down and talked to a Libra man? They're quite articulate, huh? A lot of them really do express themselves in such a fine manner. You know, it's like, even if they're talking about something that may not seem to be as important, it's just going to be intriguing to listen to the conversation. It's just like, yeah, I feel you. Right on. I'm right there with you. It's very interesting to listen to them sometimes, because you be like, yep, you kind of agree to some things that they say, and it makes sense because they make it make sense. You ever really listen to a Libra man just talk about something, and then it's so dramatic sometimes, and they could just be like, I remember a Libra man convinced me to watch a Netflix series that I talk about now, that I tell everybody to watch, that because he was so dramatic and extremely persuasive at getting me to watch this show. And I mean that's one of my favorites now. And I remember he was telling me about it. He was like, you gotta watch that. And I'm like, dang, okay, I'll watch it. And that's what happens with the Libra man. You just feel like, you know what? Yeah, because I'm amped up now, so I gotta try it. And that's the beautiful thing about that. That's the beautiful side of a Libra masculine. So why I'm saying this is because the first sentence says, after the death of Moses, the servant of the Lord said to Joshua, son of Nun, Moses' aide, Moses, my servant, is dead. Now then, you and all these people get ready to cross the Jordan River into the land I am about to give to them, to the Israelites. So, Libra masculine, you could be someone who you recently lost somebody, or in the past you lost somebody that was really, really close to you. It could be, what I'm picking up, it feels like it's a man. Like, you know, like a brother, a cousin, a father. And you lately, for some of you, you've really been needing them. You've really been missing them. You've really been grieving still. You've been hurting still. Something happened and it was very traumatic. And like sometimes even when you get yourself in trouble, or when you get yourself tied up, or when you like get yourself in situations, that may be the person who visits your mind sometimes or all the time, and you wish you could just call that person or talk to them, or you wish they could like be right there for you and you could, help them, or they could help you. And you may have felt empty, lost, or you may feel like that right now the most, like it may be stronger. And you may be wondering, is like the spiritual thing really real? Like, is it that when people, cross over, are they really able to still connect with you? You may really miss your brother. You may really miss your uncle. You may really, really miss your father. You may really miss your son. You may, like, it's somebody you may really, really miss. A best friend. So it's like, you need something. I feel like you really need confirmation that the spirit world is real, and that, like, you have a certain level of protection as you go through something, or as you continue on and live your life. You need to know that these things are real. Yes. 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 This moment wouldn't be happening right now if I was lying to you. And if I'm right, you know it's real. All I'm doing is confirming exactly what you needed to hear from that person. Whoever that is that you have been thinking about, or you need right now, you've been missing, this person really must want you to know that there is a such thing as heaven. There is a such thing. This is real. Not only that, but God is with you too. You do have support, even if it doesn't feel like it or look like it. Even if it feels like God is focused on something else right now, you're always in the back of God's mind. No matter if God's tackling war or tackling a natural disaster, you never leave the mind of God. You're trapped. And the reason why is because the mind of God is the universe, the solar system, the planets, Earth. You're a part of the body of God. All of the elements inside of the earth is dominion. God has dominion over everything. So you are not going anywhere. Yes, God is there supporting you through a time right now. Whether you're trying to make ends meet and you really don't know how you're going to pull something off for your family, or you're involved in some type of situation at work, or is something in a relationship that's going on, or something else that's going on. Don't think that because you're not personally addressed right now, that you're not loved right now. Don't think that because people seem to be looking in other directions, that what you have going on is minuscule. It's not. The reason why you're seeking this specific person out, or maybe it's just God you're seeking out, Libra Man, is because something's already moving through your soul that tells you that God is real. That's what's keeping you going. That's what's keeping you moving. You've already made the connection multiple times today. And the past couple of years especially. So you know that's real. But maybe you're wondering, maybe you've been trying to figure out how, is God really seeing you? Is your purpose even being fulfilled? Like, are you going to be able to get to that point where you have a big role, where you have a big, assignment, or like, what's the next move for you? Like, what can you do to play a role in this whole like story that's now coming together? Like your life is, where do you fall in this whole grand scheme of things. You may see God putting certain people on a pedestal. You may see God giving certain people accolades right now, levels of respect right now, love right now, attention right now, more money right now, or awards or something, like anything, rewards, just attention. And you may be like, did God forget about me? Or is like, am I really connecting to the right thing? I mean, what am I missing? Or, what needs to be done? Because right now I really need you for clarity. What's happening with you, Libra man, is that you're being installed as a leader. So when you become installed as a leader by God, you know what that means? You're going to have to ride for God, even if it looks like you're not being looked at. Because people still are watching you, even if you think they're not. Loyalty is the number one quality to have when it comes to God. Loyalty. You have to stay loyal to the program, to the situation, to your life, to your career, to your faith, to your love, to your mission, to your assignment, to your purpose. You've got to stay loyal to that. You got to roll with the same one you came in the game with. You got to still honor, respect, and love God the same way you came in. No changing, no switching. It's right here in the Bible. It says that. God says that. It's right here. No one will be able to stand against you all the days of your life. As I was with Moses, I will be with you. I will never leave you nor forsake you. Be strong and courageous, because you will lead these people to inherit the land I swore to their ancestors to give them. Be very strong and courageous. Be careful to obey all the law my servant Moses gave you. Do not turn from it to the right or to the left, meaning don't switch sides. Don't switch sides. Don't ever do it. No matter how it looks, no matter if you may feel like, man, God isn't really looking at me, like paying attention to me, or doesn't honor me. Like, God seems to be honoring other people out here, people doing the wrong things. I'm not getting what I would pray for. I'm not even getting type of love, and I'm not being put on that spotlight, that pedestal like everybody else. I mean, why am I even doing this if everybody else is getting that attention from God right now? And like, I don't get a billboard like everybody else. You know what I mean? So the whole thing is, sometimes you're being tested to see how loyal you are. Stay loyal. Don't go to the right or to the left. You're just supposed to stay with the same God you came in with. So if you say like that, God has you and you'll be fine in anything and everything that you do. But you just have to, this is just a confirmation to just stay the course. Stay faithful in what you believe. Stay faithful in what you have been practicing. Stay faithful in how you first saw God. Because see, you had confirmation before, leading up to today. Especially today, you got all the confirmation in the world. Yes, God is paying attention to you. No, you're not doing this for nothing. Because see, you've been so focused on what God is going to do for you that you haven't been focusing on what you've got to do for the people, what you must do for the people. Even though you may have lost someone, you have to understand why your life is spared. You got to focus on your purpose always, because right now I think you are supposed to lead like a whole group of people, or a whole community, or a whole like population or something. You're supposed to lead these people to continue to follow God. Like, you're supposed to still push people in that same direction, that keep that loyalty, keep your faith high, keep doing the right things, keep speaking the right words, keep following the path that you were always on, no matter how the cards shuffle. Like, even if some people fall off the train of God, like even if people, get lost in the sauce and be like, they fall off, they fall back, they switch sides, they say, no, I don't believe in this anymore. No, I don't think that that's really what it is. No, I don't think that this is really God that's really right here, right now. I really don't believe it. I don't think, why you don't believe it? Well, I don't think that God would do that. I don't think that God would do that. I don't think that God would do that. But let me tell you something. You're also noticing what happens when they switch. You're also seeing that everybody who switch on God can't come back. So don't worry about what you've been worried about, Libra male. You just need to know that God is going to come through for you. It is going to happen. And don't be afraid of the challenge, the fight that you may have to experience sometimes in getting certain things. It's not your fault. It's just how the world is set up. Like, everybody has to go through certain things. But just keep remembering that you are a leader for your community, though. Like, let's say, I'm going to use this as an example real quick. Let's just say you're a young Libra, like, in your 20s or your 30s or something like that. And let's just say you have this gift of gab, where it's something about your steez, your finesse, the way you talk, like you speak a good lingo. A lot of like younger kids like to listen to you. They like to look up to you. Maybe you have a strong popularity on social media. Maybe you have a lot of followers on social media, a lot of supporters or something like that. And you're always dropping truth bombs, or like always has these really deep connecting captions, or like video content, or even if it's like music, or even if it's like just writing spoken word poetry. I mean, you guys are really creative. Even if it's like your physical appearance, your style, your fashion, whatever it is that you do, where you have a lot of people who already like your personality, or they already like how you act, or like who you are. That's your people. You are already a leader for them, because if they're watching you, you lead them. Think about how powerful that is. If you're going to get any type of thing permanent, make that permanent. If they're watching, that must mean I'm a leader. If they're watching me, that means I'm leading. If they're watching me, that means I'm a leader. That's so powerful, and like, that's the most best words. That's my quote. I don't know who else said it before me or said it like me, but that's mine now. Blow it up and put it on a wall. If they're watching me, that means I'm leading. I'm their leader, however you want to say it, because that's the truth. And social media can validate that. So with you having that type of role, you have to know that God has already given you your purpose, And you got the confirmation right now that you are being seen. You just need to stay strong and courageous in whatever it is that you're going through. Make sure that you obey the law right now. Don't switch sides. Keep the Bible. Keep praying. Keep the Bible. Pray. Read it. Meditate on it day and night, so that you may be careful to do everything written in it. And then you're going to be prosperous and successful. Stay strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. For God will be with you wherever you go. You have simple, clear-cut instructions. Follow it. I'm never going to guide you wrong. Follow it, because I know that's exactly what you wanted to know deep down inside. No matter if you can't admit it to yourself or your friends, it's not about nobody else but you. All right? Thank you. God bless.